Okay, so this is the original bathroom. This is a 1920 bathroom, and I was going to keep it how it is. But since my home was sabotaged, some of the stuff that was working and functioning no longer is. So the agent from the Kingdom of Darkness, actually, they broke the plumbing under my sink here. So this is still stopped up and doesn't work. And they actually broke my toilet. Like, well, the toilet works, but the pipe to the toilet didn't. Like, there was a metal flange underneath the toilet, and they broke that in half. So it leaked down the floor and ruined the ceiling below my bathroom. So to get this fixed, this piece of floor here was leveled, which means that even though I like this tile, they don't make the same tile anymore, and I can't just use it again because it's peel and stick. So since this floor is leveled, now the rest of the floor needs leveled. When I moved in, I could use this bathtub, and the toilet worked and the sink worked. Now none of it works. There was a leak coming from here, which was clean cut and was supposed to be repaired. It was never repaired. It leaked in the sink, and even though the stopper was in, like, small pieces of debris went down and clogged and backed up these pipes. And when it leaks from up here, then it ruins the ceiling in my kitchen. So I need to get the rest of the floor in here leveled. Oh, I found some larger peel and stick vinyl. I think this is at Menards. So that possibly matches even more. So there's the old, which is like blue, gray, and brown. And the new one is lighter. Kind of matches the wall color in here. So I did a few things in here myself, but they're just simple things. I fixed the toilet, like I put a new flapper kit in it. And I fixed the supply line because the scammers broke the supply line and left it leaking, and I fixed that. And then also this was then not working, so I put a new one in there. It's just basic stuff, but I did that myself. There's a window here, which does have a crack. May possibly replace that at some point. It's not big on the priority list. But there, if you didn't notice, there's no ventilation in here. So when people would take showers, they would just, or take baths, they would just open this window and prop it open with that piece of wood, which I had no idea why it was there for a long time. So this is like a pocket window. So you press it up and then prop it open with a piece of wood. So obviously you need to get the ceiling redone, but the strange thing is the ceiling is like bright yellow and it has white popcorn on it. This is going to be hard. And then there's like buttercream yellow paint on the rest of the walls in the bathroom, which, yeah, it's cute, but it's kind of weird. So I'm thinking that it's going to be easier to just paint this white than to try to match the ceiling. And see, that's a different color yellow, and that's butter yellow there. And this is kind of like a bluish gray. So it works with this tile. But I did find this. So I think that, this bathroom's just going to need to be painted white. Like, I'm going to keep the gray and then paint the top part white here. So I'm usually keeping the original colors and not changing them. But in this case, because the ceiling is damaged and needs repainted, this is going to be really hard to match. So it's going to be a lot easier if it's just all white, like the ceiling and the sidewalls. It'll actually save time and money. So basically the plumbing in here needs fixed and this floor needs leveled. And I purchased all new tiles. This kind right here, which is lighter. But what's nice about this tile is it's like yellow and brown. So it hides dirt. That's one problem when you have light floor tile, that dirt shows up on it really easily. So this old tile is actually like brown and bluish gray. And this one is similar, so it also matches. But it's going to hide like dirt and stuff. From the dogs, they'll probably want to come in. So I do know this bathtub was working as I used it when I moved in. And the toilet works great. Like, it flushed really quickly. And it uses a lot of water. So this is an antique toilet. So they made this before low flows, and it works awesome. So when the demons came into my home, they tried really hard. They broke this. This was leaking. They broke my toilet supply line, and they broke the metal flange underneath the toilet, and it leaked down the wall, and it damaged my ceiling in the kitchen. So I said, I have fixed the supply line and the flapper, so this doesn't leak, but I can't use it because my roof was finally fixed after several months. By that time, whatever had rained down into my sink had backed up the pipes. And the plumbers in this town are thieves. Essentially, they'll probably want to charge me $10,000 to fix it. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I like this old tile, but maybe that one, maybe the new one matches a little better. So I'm going to get this door and the walls painted white. And the ceiling too. And I'm going to put in a new light fixture. I like old fixtures, but that's pretty bright without a globe on it, and I don't have a globe. So it's just going to be cheaper to buy something it like glows, like a basic light. That's going to be cheaper and easier than trying to retrofit a globe on this. And they also have sprayed popcorn onto it, which matches the yellow ceiling, which is going away. So I got this thing at Restore. It was like $1.25. It's really nice. You can put your towels on this when you take a bath or your robe. And you can also put books. And it's really lightweight. Just move it over here. And then all of the heat for the upstairs comes out of this grate. So it gets really hot in here. Like I have the heat set at like 67. And it's too hot in here for me now because I'm used to it being like 65 or 60. All the heat comes into this bathroom. And I actually like how the bedrooms are cold and it's really hot in here. Now it could be fixed probably, but I don't necessarily want to because I think that this was done on purpose because people didn't want to take baths when it was cold in the bathroom. So actually can warm up the blankets and then go into the bathroom and it's like a sauna. It's like hot in here. I got a new faucet for this sink. Which these are not hygienic, if you guys didn't know. I can turn them on with like my elbows, but I got the kind that's just got like a single handle on it, and you can press it with like the back of your hand or your arm. I guess I'm kind of weird with stuff like this, but I know people will just use the bathroom and then grab these handles with their hands, and that's not allowed in my house. I think I'm gonna put, like, there's no mirror here, so I'm gonna put a big sign right here, so I can go to like the thrift store or Restore and get a big frame for like 50 cents or a quarter, and then I can just put like a white piece of paper in there that says not to touch the handles with poop hands. This is very important to me in my life. So this sconce does not work. I think it actually would work, but the switch is broken, so I have to find a sconce with an on-off switch. Because this is not hardwired, it's not hooked up to a light switch. And it was easy to find these antique with on-off switches. But now I'm having trouble finding a wall sconce with an on-off switch. Because the light switch actually controls that up there. And you know, it would be nice to have a more dim light. Say if you want to have a bath and you don't want like a bright light glaring in your face. So, you know, as much as I like the old buttercream, I actually think I would like white more. It's cute, but it's kind of weird. So, that's an old built-in cabinet there. It's not very big. So, here's a giant mirror, and that's just like a cheap, modern clock up there. I could put batteries in it or just throw it away. I think I'll keep it though, it matches. This actually, it was nice, but it was kind of weird because they had put like a little adhesive heart in the middle of it, and it was like a mirror heart. And that was just a little too country, like a little too weird for me. So I pried off, there it is. There's the heart. That actually took a while, and I was being very careful to not damage this old mirror that's up here. Another thing that I did is there used to be trim. There was trim all around the edges that were like spiral design, and it actually made the mirror smaller. that with the heart in the middle, it was too silly. So I took that off, and now it can just be scraped clean. I'm gonna keep this. So I think just painting these walls white, putting in a basic sconce with an on-off switch, putting in just a cheap light fixture. And of course, if I could use any of the stuff, getting the floors leveled. I know there's services like Bath Fitter. I really don't want that. This is 1920 clawfoot tub. I want to use this and it works. But what I might do I actually might replace these handles with one that has a hand sprayer. Because that would be convenient if this is my main bathroom. Yeah, I have a small shower downstairs. But this works just fine. It has a little drip, but you know, it leaks right into the bathtub, not very much. So I know this works. This is the first thing I tried when I moved in, and this worked amazing, and now none of it works. Except for one thing that's a little better. When I moved in, there used to be a faucet here, and it had really low pressure. I think the faucet was like 50 years old, so not very much water would come out. So this is the cheapest faucet that's at Walmart, and I don't like this one. This was just a temporary fix. So that not very much water would come out, and it took forever to wash your hands. So this is just a temporary fix, and now I have a faucet that I like better. I got it on eBay for like $10, and so that's going to replace this one day. Yeah. So I don't know. These are 3.5 inches apart, so maybe they've got some handles with a hand sprayer that would fit right in here. I'm short enough that I do not need blinds in here. No one can see anything. I'm so short. So they can see my head. They have no idea if I'm taking a bath or not. So there was this clear film over the glass, which I removed. I'd much rather just be able to see out the window. But yeah, I don't know. If somebody else was in here and they took a bath, like, I guess it's possible that like there's a playground down there. Maybe some kids could see, so I might have to figure something out at that point. But yeah, it's the thing. When you have 100-year-old windows, like I don't want to put in a modern window. They don't even make sliding pocket windows anymore. So I think the whole frame has to come down to get that out to replace the pane. But it still works. Like it's not broken all the way through. But if I'm going to be able to fix everything, then I think this needs repaired as well. And I don't really like this window prop. It looks like a tombstone, so I'll find something else to prop it open with. So I think I need to put a little handle on this or something, because I have to push it up by the top to open it, and I have trouble reaching that. So of course anyone else would probably be fine. So I don't know. What do you guys think of the 100-year-old bathroom? This is the 100-year-old bathroom. The door works. It closes. With having a house made in 1920, like you see the floor, it doesn't line up all the way, but you know, this is good for ventilation too. I could not put an over-the-door hanger in here because this is very close to the ceiling. The way the house has shifted over the years is that the tops of some of the doors are too close to the ceiling and they need to be planed. So what I got, actually I was thinking about installing, I got, these are just cheap basic hooks. They're like $1 at Lowe's or something. Let's see if I can get this on here. So I was thinking about putting one here and one here, and then I don't know, would that ruin this old door? Because I'm going to keep this old door. I know that you can fill in holes if you decide you don't like it. I mean, these are just very cheap robe hooks, but it would be nice to be able to put a towel and a robe here, and I would rather that than like a hanger on the wall. So yeah, over the door is not an option for in here, so just one here and one here, if you guys can see. So somehow or another, God is going to fix this so that I can use my bathtub again. That's something I was getting rid of. This looks bad in here. What do you think of the old tile versus the new tile? I mean, the old tile looked pretty nice, but it's got like, the bottoms of them get ruined after you use them. You could reuse them, but it wouldn't lay flat. So the best thing I could find new, I went to Lowe's and Menards and I like got 50 samples and I tried everything and this was like the best. So hopefully that's better. And as much as I like butter, I think I actually will like white more. I'm going to show you guys the spiral design that was on the mirror. Oh, and I also replaced this. This actually looked really bad when I moved in. I don't mind old shabby things, but it had like paint on it that was coming off, so that wasn't. Okay. Handle still works. Okay, so these were on the edges of the mirror, so I pried that off and also took off the heart. So it was just a little bit too much for me. And there, I'm stepping on broken glass right now. This room in here is missing one of the glass panes. It just fell out because it was 100 years old. So I had it and it was in good shape. And I was going to pay people to put it in. They never did, and it ended up getting broken before it could be installed. So, yeah, maybe one day I'll have... Actually, if you look in here, I'm not going to open it now, but, like, there's a glass pane on this front part of the window and not on the back. So there's actually, like, a gap where the cold air just comes in the house. So, you know. And I got that to put on here. Okay, thanks for watching.